computer.
Yeah.
I really hope this works. Oh, what if it don't work?
It will, don't worry.
Don't worry, it will. It is. It's come up saying recorded.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we're ready to kick off then.
Woo!
Go for it.
Hi guys, welcome to another Thursday installment. Oh my god, we've literally been buzzing about this for all week, literally all week. We've been thrashing ideas around, and I know some of you are probably really nervous because tonight you're not just going to hear from us, you are going to hear from some of your teamies, some of your squad members, some of your girls in your downlines. And I can't wait because I think it's really nice when we get a break and everybody else gets to come on and talk and we get to listen to everyone else's ideas. So the point of tonight's Zoom is to give you some PRV boosting ideas that you can use with the remainder of the Christmas collection. Obviously, we've got more Christmas stuff launching still, and it's only October. We're not even in November yet. Like we've just had the launch, news tab announcement of, you know, that new wax collection that's coming. We're literally spoilt for choice with all the products that we've got this year. And so now it's a case of, right, what do we do with them? Where do we go next? As well as what's actually in our original catalogues, we've still got Christmas scents galore in there that we can literally tap into. So tonight, the idea is that you will be able to go away tonight and you are going to have a whole list of ideas. So hopefully you've got a pen, hopefully you've got paper. Don't worry, I'm going to make some notes as well. And I will put together a bullet pointed list that will go out to everybody as well, because I get that we talked about this recently, there are different types of learners. And I know, for example, if someone just talks to me with an idea, I'm a bit like, I need to see it. I need to see it in action. And some people, everyone works differently. So that's why we're going to get a list together of all the ideas, because there's going to be a lot. And now there is going to be a lot. Let me show you something I've had in my drawer for over a year. These, bought in the wrong size, but these are Christmas baubles that I bought last, probably October, that I ended up doing nothing with because I watched a Zoom like this. I got really excited. I went shopping. I bought bags. I bought clear bags. I bought boxes. I bought tissue paper. I bought baubles. I bought all the things. And then I got so overwhelmed because there were so many ideas. I didn't really do a lot. So what I want you to take away from tonight is, yes, there's going to be loads of ideas that you can use, but just pick one or two that you think will work for your customers. If you think these will work for your customers, because you might actually hear it all and think, nope, I don't want to do any of that. And that's your prerogative for your business. But don't feel like that you need to do every single one of these ideas. All five of us were like, we don't do a lot of these things, but we know that some of our teams are doing absolutely incredible creative shizzle. And we basically wanted to give the opportunity for them to share, because there's probably some really creative people amongst you all that are probably way more creative than us that would absolutely love some of these ideas. And the problem is, if we're just showing you, you know, what we do and you think, well, that's not very creative, you won't know about some of the other things that are out there. I've seen some other trainings and I'm like, oh my God. But don't get so overwhelmed and bogged down with it all the way you think I want to do it all, because one, your customers won't want 109 different sales ideas shared with them unless you plan it strategically over the next few weeks. And two, you don't literally want to be spending your whole Scentsy life in the lead up to Christmas making treat bags or whatever, like having 100 different things going on and literally being overwhelmed with it. So take the ideas, listen to them, use them, and get excited and just think, actually, there's going to be something here for absolutely everyone. Absolutely everyone. So should I just kick off? And then I might as well just kick off. So my Christmas, like the girls, we talked about a lot of the things that I did last year were pretty simple things. They were things that meant that I didn't have to, as I said to you, I went out and I bought all these baubles. I had all this good intention and then I did nothing with it. So some of the things that really, really worked well for me last year, so it was massively, and I know that some of the others are going to cover this in more detail, but this in particular worked really well for me, which was something very simple like this, okay, that I literally just grabbed out of my bag. These were my teacher presents last year, and I sold loads of these. I sold at £10 a go, which basically was a hand soap and a scent circle by just using the bundle and save for the scent circles, and the hand soaps I think at the time were bundle and save Christmas scents last year, so I think I ordered all three and did something like this. I just bought these tall cute bags that had snowflakes on. If you literally go on Amazon or eBay and put in snowflake, I looked at some today, snowflake cellophane bags, I can measure them because I haven't got a clue what the size is, but they fit really nicely. And then what I actually do is I normally fold them over at the top, punch a hole through the top there, literally get some curling ribbon, something very simple, put the curling ribbon through, and I've actually got them down there and I forgot to get them out. In the pound shop, they normally do packs of like 6, I'll find them in a minute, 6 sparkly snowflakes, for example, for £1. And I go and buy a load of those, and then I literally attach one of those to it with a Christmas tag as well. And then I leave the tag blank. Obviously in here, I also include my business cards. I normally put a few samples in there. Normally a candy cane is always thrown in, although with the new Natasha's Laws that have gone, I don't know really how I'm going to do that this year, because obviously any food that you put into orders has got to have the full ingredients listed with it. So obviously you need to read up on that. I'm not going to go too much into detail on that. Just have a little read on that. I know I haven't shared anything on that in my group, but they work really, really well for me. So starting to get people thinking about nursery teachers, their teachers at their schools, who do they need to buy for? Get in there early. Actually, that's just triggered something else that Tan, I know that you definitely, or you or Claire could cover, because you do it every year to do with the schools, and hopefully that'll give you a trigger memory. Okay, these were another little box that I bought. I don't know whether they're actually thinking, what's she talking about now?
I love them boxes that you done last year.
Yeah, I love them.
I will find them again. They were really cheap on eBay.
Beautiful.
I can't remember how to put them together, so I will play about with them. But these were really cute. They fit 2 wax bars in. Absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, I love
I
them.
chucked 2 wax bars in there, a load of samples, and you can do what you like. You could charge, let's split a 6-pack and basically charge £12 for something like those. 2 Christmas waxes in there. Normally I would try and veer them towards going for something like Christmas cottage or cranberry and tinsel, something that's going to be nice. And then again, curling ribbon, a little bit of glittery tinsel. And I'm going to see if I got them in the drawer in a minute, these amazing little Christmas tree sparkly decorations. Again, they were 6 for £1 out of the Christmas market shop. I know that they're like everywhere. Basildon had a massive one where the market.
Yeah, you've got some in Basildon. There's a new one in Basildon where H&M used to be. They've got a new one.
So they're popping up all over the shop. But go into those cheap shops, look for them now, and look for like decorations that are literally like £1 a box, because they're brilliant for just attaching to your orders and making look really, really attractive. And these boxes, I think I sold ridiculous amounts of these, and they literally had just 2 bars of wax in. You could also, if you don't want to lose any PRV on them, because you literally need every PRV you can get, you can literally do those boxes for £14.50.
Yeah.
And again, a few chocolate treats in the bottom, you know, some chocolate coins, a packet of chocolate coins out of the pound shop, and a Christmas decoration. They're literally getting a Christmas decoration and 2 bars of wax, which worked really, really well for me last year. They literally were 2 of the main things that I did. Okay, one last thing from me, and then I'm going to hand over to someone else. So this is something I planned to do last year and I didn't, but this year I definitely am, because over the year I have had lots of parties with loads of credit on. And this was an idea I stole from Tam last year, and she did it last year, and I think it worked really well. Basically, how it works, in the back of your car, you empty out your boot, because some of you have probably got loads of stuff in your boot. Tanya Allwood, not saying her name. But calling you out now. In your boot, you literally get some clear plastic boxes, and you are going to get any stock that you have got at home. Now, this is the best time when you start to close a party, start to think about this type of thing. Okay, I know that we all want to buy our Christmas scents, we all want to get stuff for ourselves, but really simple. What I do, check out an extra couple of bars of wax, or an extra couple of mini warmers, or an extra couple of hand soaps, things that are gifty sort of ideas. And then my plan is to decorate my boot with a bit of Christmas tinsel, a bit of Christmas garland, and I'm going to drive around to all of my best customers, because I am struggling to get parties left, right and centre, put it out there. But I'm literally going to drive around, and it's basically like a Christmas boots out in my boot. And I'm going to say, what do you need? What are you after? These are the waxes that I've got. This is how much they are. Where it's one-to-one, face-to-face, you can sell it for what you like. As long as obviously you haven't got like 20 people around your boot. You never know, might happen. But if you let your customers know, like I've got a customer that's on Kings on Canby, and she's got about 5 of her friends that buy through her for me. She won't join. I've tried so many times. But I've said to her, right, I'm going to fill my boot up with everything I've got, and I am going to come to you, and you can literally get everyone to come to you, and they can all come and buy out my boot and get all their Christmas presents. So a really good way. Now, once I sell all of that stock, here's the best tip. I know it's tempting to go, oh yeah, I've got 200 quid cash in my pocket. I reinvest it into my business. So for me, I will be reinvesting it for more, a bit like if you've ever watched Sir Alan Sugar, this is the way he built his empire. Was he took whatever stock, little bit of stock. Now I'm not saying go and buy loads of stock. Please don't think I'm going to say that. This is just what you've got. If you've got it at home, you might have old bars from last year. You might have some cheeky like Shearwoods. If you've got any of those, please come and see me, because that's not my favourite. If you've got any custard apple, I know Claire would literally eat your hand off for it. So probably Dark Harbour for you, Laura, isn't it? And
Oh, yes.
And for Laura, doesn't it? But we've all got those favourite bars. Like if you've got some oldies, I've definitely got a drawer of like old stuff that I haven't got bought out. I will dig that out, maybe message those customers that you know absolutely love those bars, turn up with a few little extras. I guarantee you sell an extra flower or an extra warmer because you've got it right there and then, and they can take it away.
It's literally, I'm like stopping myself from talking because I cannot tell you, like in April I've been doing this for 5 years, and every single year I can guarantee, right, you'll ask your customers, do you need anything? Now is the time, like Lee said, you know, we've all got horse awards. The amount of time you'll be getting up to Christmas, you've done your last Christmas order, have you got a flower? Have you got a mini warmer? Have you got
always
anything in
flowers
stock?
and
I need
mini
a Christmas
warmers as
present.
well.
I need a Christmas present. I need a Christmas present. Have you got a bath soak? I need a last minute Christmas present. So just to reiterate, once again, what Lisa just said, we are not suggesting, because you're not allowed to do this, guys, remember, you're not allowed to bulk buy stock and just sell it on. That's not what we're suggesting how to build your business. We're talking about in the coming weeks when you've got them, I promise you I haven't been drinking. Promise. When you've got them qualifying orders, and we all do it, we've all got them times when we're like, I've got some credit left, like I don't know what to spend, first world problems, right? But get flowers, get stuff that you can use, and then do what Lisa said, like go around and sell them and reinvest it in your business. Literally, as you're talking, I'm like, that is genius.
It's genius, and it is really important. The reinvesting bit is the most important bit, because I think it can be really tempting to be like, oh, I've got all this cash, but actually put that in your bank and go and order a couple of warmers, or go and order some more mini warmers, or go and order that warmer for yourself that you literally, or that air purifier. If you get enough cash, go and order that air purifier that you've wanted for ages, because then you're going to get the PRV for it. It goes back into your business, and yeah,
and you're going to get loads of incentive points. We're still in an incentive period, people, don't forget that.
Right, I'm going to hand over. So I think Paula's going to talk next. Paula, do you know, you're up next, my lovely. We haven't put a list out, so I don't know if she's going to come and join us, and I'm going to make notes and I'm going to shut up. So,
damn it!
There you go, Paula.
I need to set a timer, really, don't I?
No, go on, you're all right.
just talk.
Okay, I won't talk long. So I've made some notes, which is not like me, but I'm probably going to say things that everybody says and everybody knows about, but it's just easier if I say it, because I know I've covered it all. But basically, Tarn's asked me to come on because I don't really big myself up very much, but my Christmas boxes literally are the best thing that I have done for my business. It's to the point now where people have been commenting on my page already, asking if I'm going to do them this year, and I really wanted to keep it on the lowdown, because I do, you know, subscribe to this, literally works for the month that you're in, and we've still got so much stuff coming out that I just didn't want to bring up Christmas boxes already, because I have done that in the past really early, and that's been it. I've had no orders. So I 100% don't advertise too soon. And although some of my customers have now started to say, well, you know, Paula not doing Christmas boxes is like me saying I'm not going to put my Christmas tree up. You know, that's just not what you do. But they do go down really well. I don't know if I don't charge enough, but I do make a lot of money on them. So don't advertise too soon, although my customers are now expecting me to do them. And I save a big party really, and start building up a party so that I have got so much in rewards and half price items, so that I really make it work. I don't know if that's the best way to work your business in terms of, you know, making the most out of your own rewards and everything, but it really works for me, because it means I can keep the cost really low. I can get some extra goodies for my customers, and my customers keep coming back. So that's essentially what you want to do. Because not only now, obviously, I do my Christmas boxes, I do it like Valentine's or summer ones, or all different sort of themed ones. So at the moment, I'm sitting on a party, which is big for me. It's £118 and I've got 4 half prices. So already I know that I can get a load of gear with that. Not gear, obviously, but, you know, like Scentsy gear. And I can offer at really good, you know, I can do my boxes for really good prices. And then I've got the extra money that I make on that, which will then go back into all those little extras that I've added in there. I start looking for goodies for my boxes really early because I like to do all the added extras, and I always base what I put in my boxes as something that I would like to receive. So that's another thing. Really think about what you love to get at Christmas. So last year it was fluffy socks. Everybody loves fluffy socks. I've got loads of pictures which I'll put up in the group after time, which then you can do whatever you want with. Literally wrap them into a ball, a bit of pretty ribbon round, and a candy cane stuck in the middle are just the cutest looking things as well. Oh yeah, oh look, there they are. And I literally wrap everything. So I wrapped everything that I put in there, and they just look so cute. And although it was so time consuming, my customers absolutely love them. And to see these gorgeous boxes under my customers' Christmas trees was just brilliant. So make them look really pretty, like Lise just said. You know, you can get decorations so cheaply now. Put some tinsel on, put some baubles just hanging off the outside of the box, makes it look so inviting and so cute. Where are they from? Is that your little Christmassy shop? So cute.
These were from the Christmas shop last year. You actually got 10 for £1.
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, you can't go wrong, can you?
No, exactly. And even if people throw them away, we're never going to know that. But actually, people go deck crazy, don't they? So just shove it all on without it looking too tacky, obviously, either. So something else I really do is I always support small businesses around here. I've got this lovely lady who runs a craft shop about 17 miles down the road in Felixstowe. And I'm going to show you because they are just absolutely gorgeous. And I got these last year because she was selling them off after Christmas. I thought these are going to be perfect for my bags. And they're called they call them dingly danglies. And these are like, they're proper, you know, not like diamonds. You know what I mean? They're really heavy. And I've got so many different ones. And I'm so excited because they are just going to be something that I know my customers are going to love. One time I did boxes with some little resin gifts in. And it's free advertising as well because I put the ladies' little business cards in the boxes as well. And then from that, when I went to her shop to get these, I was like, oh my goodness, you've got a Scentsy flower, because she had it on her desk. And she was like, yeah, I got it so long ago, but I haven't got a new supplier. Well, all of a sudden, I'm now her Scentsy supplier. So just by supporting her, yeah, it's all about this.
I love that, supporting local business. I really like that.
Yeah, 100%. It's really nice. And it's just a cute little added extra that my customers are going to get from me, which I think they really like. Well, they do really like because they keep coming back. So in terms of other things, so like with the flowers I always put a cute little coaster in, a really blingy one. B&M, you can get 5 or 6 coasters for a couple of quid. Split that up, put a bit of ribbon around it, and perfect. And I got the little wooden, the little bits of wood that you can also put your flowers on top of. So, and it's all about how you package it and how you make it look.
Can I borrow your phone quickly so I can just write down the names of the people that I need to do the samples for, please? Yes, in my pocket.
So also, like I said, I do the socks with the candy cane. And then chocolates. I sent Dawn and one of my teamies, I sent her a picture. I was in Tesco's yesterday, and the little lint teddy bears, they're like 5 for £2. And then they've now got little Kinder snowmen, which are like 6 for £1.50. So I sent them to her, and I was like, Dawn, when we get together, we must look at which one's better value. Okay, the Kinder ones are, but actually the lint ones just look a bit more luxurious. They're still in the packaging, so it doesn't look like I've split up a load of chocolates and sort of like eked out across everybody. I put, this might be a bit controversial, but last year I put hand creams in which weren't Scentsy, purely because my customers won't buy it. We live in quite a poor area, so my customers are really, really careful what they spend their money on. and it was just a little token extra that I put in the box, and all of them loved it. I was really careful about which ones I brought, that they had the antibacterial properties in. It was, you know, gentle on the skin. It was this, that, and the other. So I was really careful about that and really mindful, because I know some people's skin are really sensitive. So obviously I didn't want to cause any problems. And I did get somebody posted actually on my page a good while after and said that at the time, with all the hand cleaning and everything, it was just a joy to use, and that they were really chuffed they had it. So that was really cute that even like a bit later on, somebody thought to post on the page and say how nice it was. I think that's it. I just try and just make it look really, really cute. And like I said, something that I want to do. So basically keep a party open with loads of credit sitting on it, because it'll be so much easier for you to do some really good deals on what you do for them. In terms of advertising, I really build it up, like proper build it up, to the point sometimes where I think, oh God, have I built this up so much that they're going to be amazing, when really they're not.
They're lovely boxes.
But yeah, they are cute, really, to be fair. I don't mind saying that. But it's even just like last year when my boxes arrived, I posted plain brown boxes, and it was like, this is it, this is the beginning. And people, the feedback you get from that, and it's this whole herd mentality. Even when I put on about that fluffy blanket or fluffy fleece, the wax, literally I've got, I don't know how many orders for that, because somebody else is like, oh, what's this? I want this and I want this. So it's the same with, you know, giving little tidbits and teasers about what you're doing. Most things I put black and white, so people can't see the color theme, because that all adds to the excitement. So try and keep it really, either distort it, what you're putting on Facebook or Instagram, whatever you're using, distort the images slightly so that you keep them guessing about what it's going to be and what color theme. And I always go with a theme of color, so it's really impactful. And then Tan, I'll send you the details of the messages.
Yeah, I will share. Obviously, I will
everybody
share
then.
with all the others, and then they can share in their team groups what you've done.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
brilliant.
I'll send
Thanks,
that to you, because
love.
I've searched back and looked for
Really
all the
appreciate
different
you coming
options.
on.
So
Thank you
Cool.
very
no
much.
worries.
Love it. Right.
I'll
Laura,
share some other stuff. So
yeah, if you can share some pictures and then we can add them into the squad, can't we?
Yeah.
Do you want to go next, Laura? Sawkins. Yeah. I'm literally just going down this list. So
Laura, you're on mute.
Seriously, like maybe that's the universe telling me stop talking. Anyway, right, so I am going to keep it really short and sweet, I promise, because you know that's not what I'm very good at, but I will. But yeah, a little bit like Lisa said at the beginning.
Mate. Thanks for coming on and doing that. It was really good. Just quickly. Oh shit! Sorry, I was trying to.
That's all right. I was like, I haven't done anything yet.
I was just going to voice note Paula and say some people are asking questions in the chat if she can jump on. I thought I muted myself and I didn't.
That's all right.
Sorry, love. Carry on.
It's all right. Okay, so just to reiterate, like Lisa said at the beginning, the whole purpose of this evening is to give you a whole spectrum of stuff that people do. It's not for you to go away and go like, oh my God, I need to do everything, because I'm going to be completely honest. I am not like my brain gets quite overwhelmed quite quickly, and I'm not like a massively creative person. So a lot of these things I won't do at Christmas, but we've brought these to the table so you can then choose what you said. So what I'm going to share with you is actually just really simple. But it's something that I've done every single Christmas, and a little bit similar to what Paula's just said. Now my customers start to ask for them. And like we always share, like don't build a business on specials, because if you build a business on specials, you're never going to sell a full price product and stuff. But what I do twice a year, I do a summer. And when we say mystery bag, I'm talking like not just like a treat bag, I'm talking like a full-on mystery bag where you need to sell a certain amount, so you're going to incorporate your host rewards, and they're going to get loads of like extras for their money. So I only do them twice a year. I do a summer mystery bag, and I do a Christmas mystery bag, and my customers now know that. So then on the returning years, when I literally put on my post for my Christmas mystery bags, they're like, oh my God, I found a picture today, and I'll have to share it later. Of the first year I did it, I sold like 45. It was like bonkers. And then I'm not gonna lie, I've not sold 45 every year. I think last year I sold, it was like 45 then 30, and I sold like 28 last year. But it's still obviously a lot of PRV within that month. So that's what I do. I do a Christmas mystery bag, which my customers always love. Basically, if any of you are new and are wondering like what I mean about incorporating the host rewards, it means that if you basically say you need to sell 20, for example, of these mystery bags, and then what will happen then in selling them at 20, at £25 or £20, whatever I do them, they're going to get more than the value of their money, because then you can incorporate your free credit and your half price rewards. I don't have like a blanket thing that I do. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I never work them out before I sell them. I sell them first, and then when I sit down to put it on the system, that's when I decide what's going to go in them. So I'm not like a massively organized person that's got everything written down and decided before. I sell them and then I work it out, because I get when people start, they're like, oh, well, what's this and what's this and what are you going to put in it? Your customers don't know, like, don't worry about it. Like, and our system is so user friendly. You can literally like sit down and go, right, I've got this in the pot, and just have a little like PlayStation. Oh my God, workstation is so user friendly. You can literally have a play around. Like, you can't go wrong. It stays on there. Like, don't ever panic. You could make up like 5 different mock parties if you wanted to like have a like play around the system. So mystery bags, that's what I do twice a year. I do a summer mystery bag, and then I do a Christmas mystery bag, and I go all out, and I put, you know, like Paula said, I put like extra treats in there for my customers, fluffy socks, chocolates, all that kind of thing. And actually on that note, like Lisa's just said about the Natasha's Law, we are not, and I'm not claiming to be an expert on this, like Lisa said, and we're not going to talk about loads, but to my knowledge, we're not a food company, and we do not produce the food. So yes, the advice we've been given from the gods above, like, but this isn't written in stone, that yes, we're supposed to label ingredients, but at the same time, to my knowledge, and this is, you know, we all run our own independent businesses. This isn't Scentsy to give you this advice. You're all independent business owners. The way I'm looking at it is, if I give my customers a treat bag, I didn't make that chocolate. So if I give them a treat bag, yes, I'm going to give them some ingredients, but that's their decision as to whether they eat that chocolate or not. That's not your responsibility. So what I'm saying is, do put the ingredients on, but I wouldn't massively panic about that. A little bit like, we can't say wash your whisk are okay for people with eczema. That's their choice if they then use it, if you give them the ingredients. So that's just my take on that situation. Anyway, another thing that I do really, really quickly is I do my mystery bags like early on in November. And then I also, I know Lisa did these as well last year. I just bought these really, really cute, like little drawstring bags on Amazon. They were like as cheap as chips. Same as what Lisa did with her boxes. Put a couple of wax bars in there, a couple of treats, and like, I think I charged like £12. Did bundle and save the waxes, and again, I sold loads of those. And you hush words, so you've got stuff that you can sell for last minute Christmas presents. So that's my tips. I don't know who's next. Oh, you're mute with Liz.
Sorry, I've got a list. It's because I'm typing at the same time. I'm literally listening to what you're saying. Laura, do you want to talk about your one next, Laura B?
All right, I was typing as well, so I wasn't listening. Yes, okay, cool, right. What I was going to talk about is, I'll hold my hands up, so I'm literally the least creative person on the planet. And secondly, I'm the most unorganized person on the planet. So those two don't really gel when it comes to doing amazing Christmas things. And I know I used to watch loads of things, and similar to what Lisa said at the beginning, I'd watch all these things, and I'd be like, yes, that's amazing, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And I just, it just never, I didn't have my ducks in a row, let's say, to get lots of things organized. So I've stripped it down now, and I keep it super simple. So if you are a creative person, you can do creative things, that's amazing. But if you're sitting there thinking, this sounds amazing, but I struggle, then maybe this is where this comes in, because I literally like to keep it super, super simple. One of the things that I do, which is probably my biggest PRV driver coming up to Christmas, is I speak to my customers and I put it out there and say, do you want me to be your personal shopper this Christmas? And 9 times out of 10, they go, well, what do you mean? And I say, right, who have you got to buy for? And they'll go, well, my mum, my sister, my dad, my niece, whoever. And I'm like, great, what is your budget for each of those people? And they might say, oh, £40 for my mum, like 15 for my niece or whatever. And I go, okay, perfect. Leave it with me. I will sort all your presents for you and I will wrap them for you. You just tell me how much you have to spend, how many people you need to spend it on, whether it's girls or boys, kids or adults, and I'll do the rest for you. And the amount of people that, I mean, some people don't, some people are like, no, I like to know what they're getting and I want to sort it out myself. But so many people are like, yes, do you know what? Here you go. I now have to do nothing. I'm just giving you however much money and you're going to do everything for me. And I've had customers before that I've got a qualifying order just from that one person because they're like, well, actually, yeah, I need to get my dad, I need to get my mum, I need to get my nan, I need to get my aunt, I need to get my 4 nieces. And for me, it's a super simple qualifying order. I've not had to do anything fancy. I've not had to do anything creative. The most creative thing that I do is I gift wrap it. And I gift wrap mine super simple, but actually I always get amazing feedback because I make it very environmentally friendly. Everything's in white or brown paper, ribbons that are Hessian, the tags are cardboard, like everything is very environmentally friendly. And the amount of people that feed back to me go, oh my God, I absolutely love that you've done it like that. So it doesn't cost me a fortune. It doesn't take a lot of time. I love wrapping. I'm a bit weird. I like get glass of wine in hand, Christmas music on, wrapping up gifts. Like I'm literally in my element. So I enjoy doing it as well. And as I say, like if you have 2 or 3 people that have got a big list to buy for, and you're doing a qualifying order on each of them, that is easy PRV without even having to really think about it. It's not a lot of stress either because I'm not having to work anything out or look for amazing things to make it look beautiful. It's just simple wrapping, simple gifts, not having to do any workings. And I then also say to the person, if they come back and they go, well, actually, yeah, my budget's £250 and these who I need to buy for, I'm like, perfect, I do it all. And then I say to them, by the way, because that's how much your order was, you have a half price item and £25 in credit as well. So they're then absolutely chuffed to pieces and either use that for themselves or then it allows them to get another gift as well. And it's just a really easy way to get easy PRV for you without the stress and without, if you're somebody like me who's not organised in the slightest, it's literally just putting an order in and wrapping it. So it's super, super simple. So that's something I do and I start approaching people about it now. I've literally been having a conversation with one of my customers now about it. So I start talking to people now because a lot of people, not me, but a lot of people are really organised and are starting to do their shopping now. So I put the feelers out there mid to end of October and then I ramp it up a little bit in November. I do it all via personal message, but I will put a little post on my social media at least a couple of times a week because people miss things, algorithms and all of that jazz. People miss stuff and they need to see it a certain amount of times before it really sticks in their brain. So quite regularly, I'll put a little post up saying, do you need me to be your personal shopper this Christmas? Tell me what you need and I'll do the rest for you, because then it's staying completely compliant. I'm not saying that I'm doing free gift wrapping or anything like that. So it remains within compliance the whole time as well. So that's probably the biggest thing that I do at Christmas and in the simplest way. And the only other thing that I do, which is really, really simple, is I got these little boxes last year. They didn't turn up in time. So I stole bags of Laura. I don't know if you remember this, Laura, Christmas time, those little bags that you got. I was like, oh my God, mine haven't arrived. There was like a mess up with Amazon. And then just after Christmas, I had like 100 of these arrive. So I'm like, I know what I'm going to use this year. But literally, I'd done it obviously in the bag last year because I stole them off Laura. I put a post up, and by the way, my favourite, I said this to girls earlier, I was like, this is like my favourite. And they're like, is it? Really? Why is that anyone's favourite? I'm like, I don't know, but it's mine. I always ask people, what are you warming at Christmas? And I put the post up all the time. What are you warming at Christmas? Have you got your Christmas Day wax? Because a lot of people don't think about it. And I like make a thing of it's really important that wax you warm on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and your New Year's Eve wax. It's like a big thing. And so I do it like a little bundle of a Christmas and New Year wax kind of collection. What are you warming? Like and I tend to, yeah, because to me it's like a really big thing. I really think about what I'm going to warm on those days. And I split 6 packs.
For me.
And then
always.
Oh my, I'm cutting out. Am I cutting out?
Yeah,
or you guys
no,
cutting out?
I think you cut out then, Lise. What did you say?
I said cranberry and tinsel for me.
Oh, cranberry and
Is
tinsel.
All the
it?
time. Yeah.
Always.
Well, shock. That's for me. That's what I wore on Christmas Day.
Smell like Christmas.
Yeah.
Your
I need
poor
to smell
guest.
that.
Yeah, my kid didn't come downstairs.
I've got a bar of that knocking
No
about
one, no one comes to my house at Christmas now. I know why.
somewhere.
But yeah, so I literally did that. I split 6-packs. So obviously, this is a personal message, and like the girls say, like I'm not one for doing offers and things like that all the time. But with this, again, it's simple. I don't need to think about things and how I'm working it out. Split a 6-pack. It's your waxes that you're warming for your Christmas Day and your New Year's Eve. Pop it in a cute little bag. Pop a few little chocolates and things like that in there. And again, it's a really, really simple way to drive the PRV. So I suppose the point I'm making is, if you're creative, then amazing, and do these amazing things. But if you're not, don't panic. I'm not creative, I'm not organized, and there's ways to still have a really successful PRV drive without having to do anything fancy. So there's options for all types of people to be successful during the kind of festive months. So,
You know what I love about those as well? It's the story that you're attaching to those. It's the memories that you think.
yes,
Like smell is like a massive thing about memories. So when you're saying to people, what are you warming at Christmas Day? When you said that on the chat earlier, I was like, oh my God, that is like genius. Like,
yeah,
so, because people really should be thinking about, like for me, I think Christmas Day for me is cranberry and tinsel smelling, and I can smell a Christmas turkey. They're the two things I think you should only be able to, and a Prosecco, should be able to smell. But so like for that, I'm like, oh my God, I wouldn't have even thought to market it. It's a really good marketing tool for your customers.
is, definitely.
And have that in a really special bag. And it's
yeah.
like, you can put that under your tree, and on Christmas Day, you can literally get that
Get it
out.
out for Christmas Day, exactly. And I always say to my customers as
that.
well, and I'm quite honest, and I say, I'm not like a bakery scent person at all, but I say to my customers, I don't like bakery. So I think something like gingerbread hugs to me is like the worst smell in the world. I can't stand it. But the kids on Christmas Day, blooming love it. So I put that upstairs. So in the kids' rooms, they've got like bakery, gingerbread smells and stuff like that. And again, I say to my customers, this is what my kids love, because it makes them get excited. They're thinking about Christmas, gingerbread, blah, blah, blah. So I sell a lot of that at Christmas time, I think, because I say it to my customers, your kids are going to love this. It smells exciting. I put it on Christmas Eve and it gets
It's a
the kids
story,
in the
isn't
mood.
it? Story
It is, I love that. It's really good,
Yeah.
really good marketing.
memories. I love it. A little bit of marketing tactics there. Right, I've got down. Are you done, Laura? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, go on. I'm done.
I've got Georgie down next on my list. Georgie,
Oh,
where
dear,
are you?
right. Let me just try and find her so I can spot that. Georgie, oh, there you are. I can see you waving. Hold on. Right, unmute yourself.
Guys, if you haven't made
Hello.
notes on all these, by the way, I'm typing it out as we go. Like,
Oh, well done.
I'm typing it up as we go. So, go on. Over
So
to-
Laura Bynes, you've just set me off on like the most exciting train of thought that I've ever had.
Oh, I love that.
What about making like people a Christmas Day like basket? So you
Yeah.
think Christmas Day, you need wax to warm, you need counter clean and washing up liquid for the millions of dishes that you've got to do. You need hand soap for your guests, and you need a fragrance flower for your toilet. Like that's got to be the
Yes.
best little hamper in the world.
Love that.
Yeah, love it.
So thanks for that, because I'm now off to come up with some kind of basket for that. So Lisa's asked me to talk about gift boxes. Now, I've only done one Christmas with Scentsy. So my gift boxes aren't necessarily like a thing, they're not necessarily themed, but I am very, very big on attraction marketing and not using flyers and not relying on things that say, you know, just Christmas boxes available at £25 as a pretty picture. I think that people actually have to see the value in what they're buying. So in my Christmas showcase last week, when we were launching the bits and pieces, I actually went one step further and I have had people that have already bought Christmas gifts, and I went one step further and actually made up what my boxes are going to look like. I haven't put price points on them. I've gone very much sort of along the lines of what Laura just said about being your personal shopper and having a budget, but I've made up boxes for every single type of thing that you could possibly imagine. So like a mini warmer and 3 wax bars using the Scentsy system, a fragrance flower, a wall fan and some pods, and then like a manly one and a spa one, because I just think that the best way that you're going to get products out to people and people to believe that you can do they're shopping for them, is to actually show people what they look like. So I just use they're not expensive either. They're just brown boxes. They're literally just brown small parcel boxes. I bought some poinsettias off of Amazon that were like, I think these were about 30 for £12 or something like that. So they're really, really cheap, exactly like Lisa was saying about the decorations. And then I literally got some ribbon from the works and I've wrapped it round. The shredding inside them is just plain shredding. I'm trying to hold this up. I did send Lisa some nice pictures, but I don't know if you've got them, Lisa, have you?
I will upload them, but if you can, just show us a couple of them and I will upload them.
All right.
Sorry, love.
That's fine. So like, that's all right. It's just awkward, isn't it, to try and maneuver my way around. So like a mini warmer box. This has got 1,000,001 samples in it. I always put a sample pack in them. So they've got like 105 things of my telephone number over and over again. So they cannot miss who I am and where they can buy more from. 3 wax bars. And it's just simple. They've got Lindor chocolates in them. I think this one's a spa one. I'm just trying to, so I've got like, this was one that I made up that had like a little scoop. These were really cheap off Amazon, like little soap scoops. I try and make everything match in colours. So face mask, this one had a mist. This was like a clearance box that someone wanted. Matching chocolate, little lip balm. Just really, really cheap extras. The pound shop at the moment have got, hang on, let me find them. The pound shop at the moment have got these. They're like little Father Christmas and Elf sheet masks and foot packs. So they're really, really nice little cheap extras to put in things. And just I think promote it in real life, actually show people what they're going to be getting. It's all well and good as saying you can have a Christmas box for 25 quid, but people believe and want what they see. Another thing that worked really, really well for me last year was I went live again, and then I went live again. And every time I made a box up that I knew there wasn't somebody in my group that was going to receive it, I sort of went live and said, oh my God, look at what I've just made. How cute does this box look? I've still got these available. I did teachers' gifts along the lines of what Lisa did. And again, continuously went live with them. Just what Lisa and everyone said really about having stock on hand is the best way to make the most out of your Christmas. So I'm doing a couple of like Christmas markets for really good friends of mine that have got businesses that I've got involved in. And I've already started using my credits and half prices and things to have, exactly like Lisa said, mini warmers, wax, hand soaps, scent circles, all the things that you want on hand to do last minute gifts. Because I think last year was our Christmas cut off the 14th of December last year.
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
So for some people, like me particularly, my head is already, since you pay the 10th of December, is when I'm doing my Christmas shopping, because our building work doesn't finish until like the end of November. So I can't even think about Christmas. And if that's my frame of mind, I know my customers are going to be exactly the same. So I'm trying to have enough to go all the way to the end. And I don't really necessarily do any specials on any of my boxes. They are just a moisture medley bundle, or they are a Scentsy system. If anybody comes to me with a particular budget and I know that I've got wax in stock, then obviously I can work something out for them privately if I think it's going to get me the sale. But I think just go with what you're comfortable with doing. Like as the girls have said, like take the ideas away, but go with what you think works for you and what you're going to be able to time manage as well, because it doesn't have to be all about making it pretty. These are literally just shredding in a box, things laid out, and then this is actually, it's not even, look, they're just like push bits. So I've literally pushed it in the cardboard, so it just sits on the top. So they really don't take very long at all, but they look quite pretty. But so that's me.
Love those. Thanks, George. Love
That's
them.
all right.
Real. Right. Okay. I have got down next. Tammy going to talk about fairs, I think.
me find Tammy. Tammy, if you can hear me, give me a wave. There we go. Unmute yourself, Tammy.
Thanks, honey.
There you go.
Evening, everybody.
Evening.
Yeah, so I did a Christmas fair on Sunday, and it was my first one, and so I was a bit nervous about how it was going to go. I set all the table up. I took all the price labels with me, and then something in me thought, don't put it up, because obviously I'd made my crushed diamond my centerpiece, and I think some people just walking around, if they see something that says £61, they're just going to keep on walking. So we know how amazing these products are, and they're certainly worth every penny, but somebody just walking past isn't going to understand that straight away. So on the front of my table, I had a white tub, and I had loads and loads of sample packs for every single person, loads of older people, people with their husbands walking past. And if I was talking to somebody else and they thought they were going to get past me, I'm like, can I offer you a free sample pack? Everybody loves something for free. So everyone stopped, and I said, oh, look, you've got a free scratch card in there. Would you like to do it? On the table, my little pot with some pennies. It was brilliant. So some of them, I don't want them taking that scratch card home. I want them scratching it there and then, finding out what offer they've got, placing the order there and then. Whilst they're standing there, they're opening this pack, which I realised actually was quite difficult. So it took them a bit of a time to get them open. And then I start off, do you like candles? Was one of my questions. With somebody else, I'd say, have you heard about Scentsy? And they would say, oh yeah, I like candles. I said, do you realise they heat up to 1,000 degrees? Oh, and our warmers only warm up to 54 degrees. So like I said, had my crushed diamond on the front, and I said to everybody, put your hands on here, and this has been warming for hours. So like, oh, because this doesn't get hot, does it? It's amazing. And the crushed diamond looks beautiful. And obviously I had wax in the top, and I was like, look, I can put my wax in, I can put my finger in there, doesn't burn me, doesn't get hot. I said, this marble warmer is my son's, he's 7. He can put his finger in there and it doesn't burn him. And then, because that goes on to the wax. So our waxes are made to go with our warmers because they melt at a low temperature. My teacher, my friend, my bestie is a teacher. So when she first got her wax, she wanted to test it out just to see how long it lasted. So I could say, my friend put 1 cube in. She literally had it warming from 8 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night for a whole week, and it still had the smell. So that's just, I'm not claiming that's what Scentsy said, that's just what I'm saying about my friend. With the jammy time, my friend has got a daughter who's slightly on the spectrum. She's trying to get a diagnosis at the moment. So she has lots of meltdowns. When she's warming jammy time, her meltdowns have almost completely stopped. And again, I say to the client or the person in front of me, I can't say that medically. I can just tell you that's what my friend's experienced. And my niece used to be on sleeping tablets. Now she just uses jammy time every single night. And she's just, yeah, absolutely loved it. Inside, I don't know what you do with your packaging from your wax, but I get a strip of magnet from eBay and put it on the back. I put my sticker on the front. There's a little note in my pack that says, pop your fridge magnet on your fridge, send me a photo. If you do, you'll be entered into a draw for a free prize. Magnets are great. I absolutely love them. Can't take credit for it. I did pinch the idea of Pinterest. So every single person stopped. Everybody's an impulse buyer. They're there. You've got them. I am so in love with fragrance flowers. But when you talk about them and you say how much they are, people don't appreciate just how pretty these are and just how amazing they smell. And at the moment, I'm on pink cotton, and every single person loves that. And because I live in a predominantly elderly area, I sold 4. I didn't anticipate selling 1. So go there, girls, go with your scratch cards, go with your coins, be ready for them to scratch those cards and put that order in. You know, when they've got the orders, I've got their number, I can message them in the evening. Oh, another thing I said to everybody, are you local? Nearly everybody was. Come round and have a cup of tea. I said, obviously, it's a bit busy here today. You haven't got the time to sit down and smell. I've got about 80 waxes for you to smell. Come round. By the evening, I had a text message. It was really lovely to meet you today. Me and my brother would love to come round. Yes, come round. It was amazing, absolutely buzzing. Get out there, get to the fairs, don't put your prices out, reel them in, girls, because it was a puck a day and I got 200 quid worth of sales. What a bargain.
Oh, that's amazing.
Tammy, can I ask you a couple of questions? Was it at a school? Was it like a community centre?
It was a community centre. Me and my Weight Watcher leader, we set it up because they're running low on funds over COVID. So we had like 20 local vendors and all the money went to the local community centre. And we're going to do it again in November.
Love it. What a great idea. Because you can
Really
literally, it's Christmas fairs, aren't there, at schools? And I'm trying to think of other places where people can like approach maybe schools, community centres, local football clubs. Yeah, anywhere like that, rugby club. Maybe like people can start approaching them, see if they can get on their Christmas fair list. So
yeah, and some of the other girls that were vendors there, they must all be in kind of a group so they know when because there's some at the Clacton Leisure Centre, but obviously you've got to be the first one in there, haven't you?
Definitely, but you get in with those sort of, you do one and then they tend to ask you back each year as well, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I just say as well, like the local fairs that I've done, I've always come away with very small amount of orders, £200 worth of orders on a fair. By the way, hats off to you. That is incredible. And I can tell why. I could literally listen to you talk.
Yeah, definitely.
Not gonna lie, you literally are, you've got a contagious like personality where I just literally, I mean, I'm so engaged by you.
I think I would have took one of your sample packs.
Yeah,
if you
well,
said
Have a great good
Come around for a cup of tea.
that.
That's good. That's good. There's plenty to go round.
I love it, Tammy. Thank you so
you.
much. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tammy.
I love this, by the way. I love hearing from our teams and our downloads. It's like, gets me excited. Right, Laura Fromlin, are you somewhere to be seen? Can you
I
see
can
us?
see her. Unmute yourself, Laura. There we
Hello.
go. Hey, Laura.
Hence the picture is terrible. I so need a new laptop. That is the agenda. It's
Put it on your
terrible.
Father Christmas list, girl. Put it on your Father Christmas list.
Oh no, it's going to go on the credit card list because it needs to be done sooner. Like a few people have already said, I tend to do Christmas Eve boxes because I don't have the time. Well, actually, I do have the time now. I'm not working, but I didn't have the time to do the advent calendars. So I went down the line of the Christmas Eve boxes. I think I must have sold about 15 last year. They did actually go mental. I don't tell anyone what's in my boxes because I like it to be a surprise, and then everyone actually posts Christmas Eve what they've got, because I've got a tradition in my family. We've all got our own Christmas Eve boxes, so we all open them Christmas Eve with our pajamas, hot chocolates. So I wanted to do something similar as well for my customers. I do build up my party rewards now as well, so I can. Last year,
Market shop or something like that.
they are actually online as well.
Yeah, I think they are.
So yeah, they're online as well, because I remember buying loads and then obviously ended up getting even more orders, and I was like, right, we're now back in lockdown. How am I going to get any more? So I had to do it as an online order. What I was thinking last year was, I know a lot of my customers have got more than enough warmers. I've been doing it like 3 years. And I was thinking, what can I do that's going to help generate some more sales for me as well through like this year? And it has actually worked, because I've been getting more pod orders as well. I put not mini fans, and wall fans in my boxes. And so they all had wall fans, they had pods, and then loads of other samples. I was actually thinking about putting the wall fans in my box for quite some time, and then was it October or November? I think it was November last year. Scentsy ended up bringing out, you got the wall fan with a pack of pods for free.
Yeah.
So I knew I wanted to do that. So I knew I had quite a few interests. So I secretly did buy them in preparation for my boxes, because it then meant I could put even more products in my boxes because I was saving money instead of paying out for the pods. So it did help out. They ended up getting, I think, a scent pack within their box as well. For those that didn't want to obviously do £30 Christmas Eve boxes, I tend to do like a themed mixology. So I do like Halloween, different themes. I got the crackers last year, and I had everyone's names put on them, and these fit perfectly. 2 wax bars. I literally took them from the kids' bedroom. So these actually fit perfectly. 2 wax bars and also some sweets. But I did have a few customers that wanted these for their table decorations, like with their family members' names put on them, and they wanted, instead of 2 wax bars, I put hand cream. It actually fits hand cream, and it all fits in there perfectly. So I did these as well, which they did go down really well. I liked them. I don't advertise my Christmas Eve boxes too early, only because personal circumstances to me. I do in November. First time I did them last year, and I'm going to carry on doing them. I do poppy boxes, and I put £5 for every box to the British Legion in memory of my father-in-law that we lost. So personally, to me, I like to get them ones done, advertise first, and then after them, I then obviously advertise my Christmas boxes. But I have had people already message me and ask, are you going to be doing them? So I suppose I will need to do a little post saying Christmas Eve boxes will be mentioned soon, but the poppy boxes obviously come first for me.
Love the idea of poppy boxes, actually.
Last year I did, they went down really well. I got rather emotional doing a live saying that I was going to do fundraising in regards to my father-in-law that passed away last year. So I think that sort of suckered in all my customers for making smiles, because I was crying my eyes out, but I didn't mean to. So yeah, personal circumstances is I like to do my poppy boxes, and I've decided I'm going to have that as a tradition every year.
It's really good.
Because his birthday's the 7th of November as well, so it's very
okay, yes, it's even closer.
and
Yeah.
he lived in his British Legion, so it's all mainly all about Patrick, bless him, very fitting. So then obviously I will advertise my Christmas Eve boxes. I do have a lot of pooch loving customers as well. So last year I managed to find a picture, so I printed it. I did a pooch box.
Oh, I love that. What, for Christmas?
They absolutely loved them.
Oh, love that. That's real cute.
They went down a storm, and the little
That's a
boxes that
brilliant
they were
idea.
actually in were from the pound shop.
Oh, cute.
So they went down a storm. But this is my favourite picture. I always love putting up to get everyone in the Christmas spirit.
I love Elf.
Yeah, I've got to love a bit of Elf. My kids haven't gone.
Do you
Thank you.
do with your Christmas Eve boxes, Laura? Do you do also a kids option as well? Do you do an adult version or not?
I do mainly an adult version, because I know quite a lot of people do the kids versions. I have mentioned doing a kids Christmas Eve box. I think I only did one last year, and it had the Minnie Mouse really cute buddy clip, and then I got colouring in, I got pencils, sweets, selection box. So I literally filled it all out for the children, but mainly it's my adult Christmas Eve boxes that everyone loves, which I've been trying to rack my brains of what sort of theme I'm going to do this year. Seeing as I did the wall fans last year, I'm trying to think of out of the box, what can I do? So I've got 2 sort of options that I'm sort of weighing up at the moment. But yes, no, these, I think the crackers were eBay, I'm thinking in my head. So what I will do is I'll have a look through all my purchases to try and find some links for everyone as well.
I think Claire's got the links to those.
I've literally got 10 here. They were £9.49 for 10. So I don't know if we can get them any cheaper, but yeah, they're the large ones.
Good price though, isn't it? Good price.
Yeah, so £1 each really, but that's it's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so my neighbour, I tend to, everyone knows my lovely neighbour Hayley. She does really good gifts. She tends to do everyone's names for me every year. I tend to give her a nice long list of names to be put on crackers.
Final.
Keep her busy.
Like it.
But they are my sort of boxes that I do. So I do like a cheaper cracker, my Christmas Eve box, and my pooch box.
Love it. Love the pooch box. Haven't thought about that. And can't leave the dogs out at Christmas, definitely.
Oh, definitely not.
Thank you, Laura. That's fab. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Time and Claire, I've got you down next. Whoever wants to jump on next.
I don't
Ben,
mind.
do you want to go?
Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, so what I was going to talk about has been covered. So I'm just going to quickly cover about doing samples, because this has gone down really, really well in my customer group. I'm quite a lazy consultant. I said this on my own team group the other day. So I see other people do all these fancy things, and I'll do that tomorrow kind of girl, and it doesn't happen. But I actually spent some time this week, my husband helped me putting these together. So I don't know who made these, but had all the names of the waxes on this side, and literally these printed out 4 to a page, and then I obviously stapled these on. So these are the Home for the Holidays wax bars that are already out. No, sorry, they're out Monday, aren't they? We can buy consultant packs of the Scents of the Season. Girls, is it Monday that they come out?
I think it was Monday, yeah. Then the launch on the 15th of November, I think.
Yeah, that's it. So that's what I thought. I'll come and talk to you all now about this. So hopefully someone really creative will make this again for us. It is so worth doing and buying the consultant only packs that we're allowed. So we're allowed 2 each. And I know it is paying out your own money, but it is such a good investment, because I've already sold, and it's not a massive amount, but I've sold 4 lots of these sets already. So I've got 4 orders for Monday, and I know, because I gave out about 30 of these samples, I know I've got about 10 to 15 people that want them as well. So they've all posted on my group. It's actually been incredible. I can't believe how many people have actually posted on my group. But when I offered the samples, I made it clear that I wanted them to post, once they received them, a review of them. And so far, literally every single person has posted a review. So I did this, I've sold 12 sets. That's amazing, Laura. That's what I mean. I'm pretty sure I've sold a really good amount because I did these and because I advertised it on my group. Been trying what this, I can share it after. But yeah, there's quite a few of these floating around. I know Beck's made a really good one as well. But they are absolutely loving them. I popped in, I'll show you. So I've got a food warehouse near me, and they do like bulk of sweets. This was £2 or £3. I don't know how many's in here. Loads, absolutely loads, honestly. And they're just little dime bars. It's been really hard not to eat them. So I just popped in, I made little boxes up, and I popped one of those in, these, and then I think Lisa might have made it, just a thing saying, please leave a review. And they've gone down really, really well. And obviously, I put my business card in there as well and kept in contact with them all. So that is well worth doing for the Scents of the Season that come out. I know it is an investment, and obviously you have got to pay out for them. I don't believe you can use host rewards at all, but it is worth it. And I always say you can reclaim your money back using your credits later on. It is worth it, guys, for the sales basically. So definitely go for it with those. They've gone down really well. And also, with all the interaction on my group, all those people are going to see all my posts because they've commented in my group. So I always look at it like that as well. They're going to see all my posts now. So hope that helps.
So I think I've done it right. I've just shared, because Claire inspired me to do the same yesterday. So I'm another lady consultant who doesn't do like things like that very often. But I see the interaction Claire was getting on her group, and I was like, I need some of that. So I sampled them all yesterday. I got them all posted out. So I think I've done like 15 boxes that I got sent out today. And I've just put them in the group, in that chat box. I'm hoping everyone can open them.
Yeah, I can
Obviously,
open it.
Yes, there.
the only thing is, if you haven't got them waxes now, maybe buying them now might be a little bit too late, because they may sell out Monday. So I would say it's probably, if you've got those waxes, I would get them done tomorrow so that they can post it first class and get to them for Monday. If not, then maybe do it for the next set of waxes that are coming out, which, as Claire said, hopefully we'll get another one of them banners to.
Yeah, do the sense of the season, definitely.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Not being lazy.
I'm like, I want 12 orders today.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I've sold about 6 or 7 packs.
Yeah.
And I haven't even followed up with everyone that's had a pack yet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Once I start, because they've all posted on my group, so all of them will be getting a message saying, did you want to order on Monday?
I think I plan to do it a little bit more, because I think when someone gets something through the post, they are more likely to actually share it on your group than if you give them an order. I don't know why, and I don't know why people do that. And it might have been because we put, like, that card that I made that Tanja just shared says on there, please can you share this in my group? But every order I send out, please can you share this? And people don't necessarily always do it. So, but I think trying to do that, I've got the 3 harvest waxes that are still available, so you could make up flyers and do it with those and send them out to your customers. Yes, you're going to pay postage. If you don't want to pay postage, buy the little flat felt samples. I actually bought those to make those with, and you won't pay postage on those. It's like a stamp, for example.
Yeah, that's it.
So if you don't want to pay like parcel postage, then just buy those.
Just to say as well, with the boxes, have I got one made up? With the boxes, I haven't got any made up, but I'll show you. They come like that. These are large letter, but if you make sure they weigh under 100 grams, they're a lot cheaper to post. I don't know if everyone knows that. I didn't.
100 grams is a stamp price, basically. You pay £60 a stamp. If it's over 100 grams, you pay a small parcel.
I think it was,
or not £1, large letter, £1.18, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think it was coming to like £1.53 for second class, but I did them all first class because I literally wanted them to get them. So it was like £1.80.
Oh, Claire, could you just put a large letter stamp on it if it's under 100 grams?
No, it's no.
Under 100 grams, and it's the right dimensions.
Yeah, so I took them to the post office today, and she said that they were large
as well.
They were first class large letter stamp.
Yeah, which is about a pound, aren't they?
Yeah, because large letter is the thicker. If it goes through that, it's just a normal card. So what Lisa was saying about the felt ones, they would probably go through that, wouldn't they, Lee? Do you think?
Yeah, they do. I think the felt do, yeah.
Get them flat. But yeah, so you could do it that way, or if we had stickers.
I don't ever take the risk, so I always put a bit extra postage on it to make sure things get there, because I've had so many things go missing in the post.
Yeah,
I'm terrible. I don't print none of my own stuff. I take it into the actual into Royal Mail. I've never printed a label.
Oh, it's so easy, honestly. It takes me 5 minutes to do 20. You just put everyone's address in.
Get it wrong. I need to play about with it.
I'm into ask about samples. When I sampled these, I don't know about you girls, I did half cubes, because I think when you're trying to get someone to actually get an experience, they need a minimum of a half cube.
Yeah, I tend to do mine in threes.
Yeah, mine were threes. They're like threes. So.
I think I did 4 slices out of a cube. But I definitely could have, because I wasn't sure at the time how many I was making, but really I wish I had done half a cube.
Half a cube.
For that, yeah.
Cool. Right, well, I know that there's been quite a lot covered. We've still got quite a few people to talk. Is Michaela on here? She's waving. I can see her.
Sorry, I just need to change my view.
Keep waving, Michaela, so Tom can find you.
Oh, I can see you. Unmute. Can you unmute yourself, Michaela? There we go.
There she is.
Oh, Michaela.
Right, quick first thing though. These from B&M, £1.99, and we've done a cricket machine, and they will hold a whole scent soak, the full bag.
Ah, cool.
I like them.
No.
And that's 1,000, what's it say, 1,000 mil it
Oh.
holds. We're also working on, this is my personal one that my daughter's done me, etching glasses. These were really cheap. They were a pack of 4. And I think they were £4, so they worked out £1 each. The daughter does me etching for free, and I'm going to get her to put my Facebook group around there, Merry Christmas on the front, and give it to each person that purchases up to Christmas. It's cost me £1 and stopped her whinging at me. So my main thing I've been doing at the moment, which I've just said to everybody, I'm making these, and they're my Christmas baubles. And there's a few people who said they are fiddly. I'm not doing them again. I'm never doing them again, I think somebody said.
They look lovely.
They do look lovely.
But literally, this is my workstation, and I do this while I'm watching TV at night. I don't drink while doing it though. And I literally have everything out. So I've cut all of my ribbon. This is the wired ribbon. When you look, I've literally put the wax in. I'll show you if I can do it quick enough. I can't down. I know we're not allowed to damage or pull apart packs, so I literally fold the top of the wax down as far as possible. Stick it in a 12 centimetre bauble. £1 is my favourite price, so everything comes. The works £1. My little tapes. This comes with the baubles, and I literally, my snow's £1 as well. So snow.
Where were your balls from? Your baubles from?
My balls were from Amazon.
Amazon. Amazon. They're 12
But these are quite expensive. So what I do is, where I do use host credits, I put a few of these little snowdrops in as well, so people just sort of, they look nice on a tree. But yeah, because these do cost, I try to make them so that they're reusable, so the customer feels they're getting a good thing. They are very fiddly at times, but literally, even if a customer orders 6 of these, they are ordering each one individually. So I don't do a bundle and save on 6 waxes. Yeah. Whatever wax they've asked me for. So somebody asked me for this wax last night. Whatever wax they asked me for, they pay the price of the wax. So I try to recover some of the cost of the baubles that way. But I know people know they're getting a good deal. Literally then, around the bauble, the seal, is the thin sellotape. This I shall have to redo after, but the really thin sellotape, and that just stops it falling apart when they hang it from the tree. And then after that, so you've got literally that. Put your ribbon on a point so that it goes through, and I've already put the baubles on. The most I can do while I'm messing about during the day, the better it is. Now, this was how I started off, and I just literally left it like this, and it really wasn't, I didn't think it was impressive, because I got a piddly little bow like that on this huge bauble, which made me think, go Essex, go blingy, go big. So literally my bow, it's wired ribbon and it's got the snowflakes in, so you get loads of glitter, so you're hoovering up for days. And I literally just tie it in a bow, and then you can flirt about with the bow as much as you want to make it look really neat. But then after that, that's not finished, obviously, you spread the wire out and that holds the bow out. And with your little piece, this is a bit that I won't get done now because it is fiddly. I don't think I will. With the little this piece of like fishing wire almost that comes with the baubles to hang them with. And that has to feed through the hole at the top of the bauble. I'm in pressure now.
I love this. I feel like I'm watching Art Attack. I feel like I'm back watching Art Attack.
We're on Blue Peter.
Yeah.
I love it.
I did do the here's one I'd made earlier, but oh yeah. And because I want people to be able to reuse the baubles, I'm not double knotting everything. All I'm double knotting is this wire that goes through. And I'm trying to keep stuff as separate as possible so that when they've finished using it, when they've taken the wax out, they can literally unseal the sellotape, open it up slightly, take the wax out and put whatever else they want in, and they can re-gift the bauble themselves next year. So it's sort of, it's a really good way of doing it in that respect. And I'm not causing too much wastage. But then literally, I mean, I have been doing this a while, so, and I was super prepared because Claire said, talk about your baubles. And I went, what do I talk about? They hang on trees. So literally doubled it there to hold it all together. And then a knot in the top to make your loop. And then just literally roof it up as much as you want.
Love it.
So,
Really
yeah, but yeah, and then I did some, and I took some photos and I hashtagged, as you do, like Scentsy and this, that, and the other on Instagram. And I was posting up in my group and going, oh my gosh, Scentsy liked my post. So it was like, oh, well, if Scentsy like it, can I have one, please? And I wasn't gonna lie, I was just saying that they liked my post and took a screenshot of it. And the amount of people that then started saying, oh, can I have this? Can I have this? And can you do me a mystery one? Which means if I've ordered some, that's a parrot. If I've ordered some waxies at the end of my party, I can use what I want to. So I'm trying to get a lot of gingerbread and Christmassy sort of scents now, wintry scents. But that is literally it.
Do you know what? They would make amazing like table presents as well. If you're having all your family around, lovely little table present.
Yeah,
well, really cute. Love them.
This is it. The friend who's ordered this one, she's ordered a warmer she bought for her daughter. So she's bought her a wax in a bauble. She's ordered a warmer for two of her sons. I've got to do her another one of these, but a different wax, a male's wax. And these are going to be hung on the tree, and it'll be like, oh, they're just for the family, they're just this, that, and the other. Come Christmas Day, they will open their warmers, and then it'll be like, go and get your bauble off the tree, that's yours. And it's like, and I thought, that is really nice, because they look at them, they know Mom loves Scentsy. They haven't got a Scooby that when they look at them baubles, they're not going to be smelling it in Mum's warmers. They're going to be in their own warmers in their bedroom. I think that's really nice.
I love that, Kayla.
Yeah, so that's me done.
Thank you so much. Love that. Well done. Right, Caroline, is Caroline still on here? Is she? I know he was feeling a bit poorly.
Yeah, I'm here.
There you are. There you are.
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there, babe. Sorry, I should have got you on earlier.
No, all right. I'm feeling better now, actually.
Are you?
If you'd had me on earlier, I might have been heaving as I was talking. I'm just going to second what Claire said as well about these. Oh my God, the interaction on my group is insane. Everybody is talking about them, and it's because I did exactly what you said, Claire. I sent them a little note saying, please leave me a review on my page. I made them feel special. I told them that they were volunteering to be one of 30 product testers, so it was limited. There was only a limited number of people that could do it, and that they were getting a sneak peek, so they felt special. And oh my God, I'm so doing it with the next collection. I wish I'd done it with every collection we've ever had. I hope Scentsy continue this where we get it early, because this is insane. Right, other than that, I am not creative. in the slightest. Those baubles look amazing. Christmas boxes look incredible. And I've seen so many ideas like on Pinterest and people sharing on Facebook, and I take screenshots. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it, because for me, I just don't have the patience, and it's faff for me. I can't sit there and fiddle with bows, and do not even get me started on wrapping things in cellophane, because it looks like my 3-year-old's done it.
Oh, I'm the same. Terrible cellophane.
Cellophane and me just don't get along, and I have visions of, Lisa, was it you with that USB fan in the little box?
Took me ages to get that picture. I mean, hours.
I can't do it. I get creative on Canva. That's as far as my creativity goes. So when it comes to bringing in the Christmas PRV, me doing gift bags and whatnot is, it just doesn't happen. The way I bump my PRV up around Christmas time is I don't offer to be a personal shopper like Laura Bynes does, but I do push the personal shopping links. Last Christmas, I had one customer that spent over £600 on her link. She's just joined, so I'm not going to get that this Christmas. But yeah, she spent over £600. So not only did she get all of her Christmas shopping via her link, it was then Christmas Day for her as well, because she then got to spend all the rewards. I don't know if you're watching, Lauren, but I will miss your Christmas order this year. As well, I haven't made it yet, but once we get like our Christmas deadline, I make a little postcard with the Christmas deadline on, also wishing everybody Merry Christmas. It goes in all, this isn't the one, this is the holiday collection one I made. It goes in all of my orders, and I do it as a postcard size, so I can actually post them out. I put people's names and addresses on and just a stamp and post it out. And I send that to everybody, even if they haven't ordered in like a year, because it's just a little reminder that I'm there, and it's cost me a second-class stamp. I print them myself, although I know Banana Print are pretty good, aren't they? But it's just a little reminder that please buy your Christmas presents through me. I'm here, and here's my link. And the other thing I do, and this is what gets me the biggest PRV, is I cash in on the school mums big time. I always offer to do a class collection. Now, last year, again, I missed out because of COVID, and Meadow had just started primary school. So I missed out on a whole new market there last Christmas. So I am looking forward to tapping into them this year. And all I do is offer to collect all the money from all the parents from the class to put together one big hamper for the teacher. Every time I've done it, I've got about 300 quid from the parents. I just get a basket from the works, which I take out of the money. I can't even get it in the shop, which I take out of the money that the parents have given me. So it doesn't cost me anything. I get an active order out of it. The more children you have, the more classes you get. And obviously that's an active order, and I use the host rewards as well included in that. So they get a massive gift hamper from the whole class with like 300 quid's worth of stuff in it. And each time a parent gives me the money, they get a sample pack from me. So I tap into them as well.
Good idea. I love that idea.
So I'm like, cash please, sample pack. And that's it. I'm not creative. I just...
Thanks, Caroline.
Thanks, hon.
Amazing. Thanks, babe. I can't mute myself.
Is Zoe still on here? Zoe, have you seen?
Zoe, you on? Is she on?
Do we know? I don't know. I can't.
Hold on, I'm going through.
I'm here.
Oh, you're there.
I'm here.
On.
Oh God, thank God I'm following on from Caroline, because I'm exactly the same. I'm not creative in the slightest. It's not my thing. So I try, but it just looks like Nova's done it. So I've not come to share with you anything amazing and wonderful to look at. But what I have come to share is something that has worked really well for me so far this year, and I started advertising it back in September, and it has gone out in every single order, and that is my little Christmas club leaflet. Now again, not fancy, very basic. However, I did manage to get a QR code on there, which obviously is a bit of a win-win. Whether or not it works, I don't actually know. I've not had any feedback actually, but just on it for the Christmas club, this is going out in every sample pack. It is stapled to the front of every order. It goes everywhere. So far, this has brought me in £1,200 worth of orders. I've got 4 parties open. And this is basically how I'm working it. It just says, it's so simple. Grab a cuppa, grab your Scentsy catalogue or your online link, have your list of names ready, pair them up with a Scentsy goodie, send me the order and I'll take care of the rest of it. And then I've got the little section here that says the perks, which is earn 10% product credit on every £1 you spend. It becomes gift wrapped, delivery or collection that's convenient for you. You support a small business this Christmas. It's hassle-free. Gifts, gift vouchers and hampers available for any budget. I'd really love to be your personal shopper this year and fill as many homes as we can with gifts that literally last a lifetime. Treat your family, friends, work colleagues, pay for that secret Santa and earn every time you purchase. Use what you earn to treat yourself or to put towards another gift. So I've literally done it like that. I have not put any pressure on myself. I've told them that they're, because not everybody's big PRV hitters, and I wanted to share it with my team, I've put it in place with my customers that they can spend the credit in January so that you can have 10 parties open if you want and just build those party orders up so that you know that you can honour that credit. I'm a really big, again, the same as Caroline, I really push party links. I've currently got 13 customers open on my workstation that have party links for Christmas. So this is something separate because some people may spend 60 quid and then they get 6 quid, which is basically a free wax bar from them just shopping with me. I am literally like a dog with a bone, as Tanya will tell you recently.
PlayStation 5.
Literally, this is everywhere. The £1,200 in orders obviously gave me that boost for September as well, and we've still got October. A lady, as we've been on tonight, has just come in with a £365 order, and she's like, oh, does that mean I get 35 quid to spend? And I was like, yeah, and you're going to get a half price item. It's just a way of constantly attracting them in. I don't put about half price items on this. Obviously you could, but I use my half price items to recoup a little bit of cost around Christmas time, because obviously we are paying a little bit more for wrapping paper and I don't know, postage and all things like that. All those things add up. So I try to keep the half price items to recoup, but obviously you can offer them out. It's just been a massive success for me. And I think the reason why I offered this was because a lot of people were put off by the shopping link of having to get the £605 to get the £90 credit and things like that. So that's one little idea for you. And the other thing I wanted to talk or share with you was about offering a service, not a product. Now, everybody knows I chase my arse constantly in life. So again, where it comes to creativity, it's not my strong point. So literally, I offer a service. So I've gone through and I've made a list. This has brought me in, from using my husband to my advantage, £800 worth of sales. I basically got Michael I took some pretty pictures. Actually, that's a lie. I completely used a lot of, I did take some of mine actually, of my bouquets. My bouquets are on there. Basically just pretty things. I think I've got one of Lisa's pods one on there that he shared, and something that Laura Bynes has shared, and basically he just said my wife is doing these gift packages this year, and they were called wifey boxes and auntie boxes and keep the missus quiet boxes, all of those types of things. And his post bearing in mind, obviously, he's just my husband and just tagged me. And he thinks now like he's getting some form of like 30% commission from what he sold from his post. He's now, from him alone, I've got 4 Scentsy bouquets going out, and I have got 8 wifey boxes going out, which again have just got, they are literally bundles of like a mini warmer and 3 waxes, and one of them's got an enchant going in. These men literally come to, I didn't put any prices on them, and when they commented, I was like, yep, I can sort you out with that. What's your budget? One of the guys was like, can you do me a box for 150 quid? I was like, yes, not a problem. So yeah, basically use your nans, your granddad, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your brothers to advertise a service, because I think sometimes when we are offering a product at this time of year, we're generally not buying for ourselves. We're generally looking at Christmas gifts and things like that. So therefore, when you offer a stress-free service that you're going to take care of the gift wrap, their wife is going to be, you know, over the moon. They're probably going to get lucky for giving them a good Christmas gift and it not being some flowers from the petrol station. It literally has, well, it's brought me in £800 worth of sales so far. Also touching on what Caroline said, the teachers' gifts, 114 messages I sent this week just saying to them, have you considered teachers' gifts? And 15 people come back and ordered £10 teachers' gifts. So if you haven't sent those messages yet, people are budgeting now for Christmas. People are budgeting their paydays. They're breaking down their paydays. So it's never too early to approach them. Another thing that has done really well for me last year, and I've just put a poll up today about it, is Secret Santas. Just saying, as we approach Christmas, lots of companies are going to be doing Secret Santas. What is your budget? Would you like me to take care of it for you? Last year, I think I sold like 30 odd Secret Santa bags. Generally, the budget was around £10. So not massive PRV, but again, a PRV that because you're offering them a service and you're offering to take care of that for them, they are happy to give you a tenner. You gift wrap it and make it look pretty. So yeah, I think that was basically it. I'm aware that I'm on a time limit, and I've literally got all these notes, and I was like to Claire, I won't read all the notes, I promise. I'll just pick 2 things and just go for it.
You're fine, you smashed it.
So yeah, that's it. That's what I'm bringing to the table.
Thank you, it's amazing.
Right, have we got Lee?
Thanks, Zoe.
Thank you.
We're nearly done, guys. We're hanging in there. I know we've gone over our time tonight.
Right, let me just, oh, stop it. Move that. And click on that.
He's waving at me, Tan. I can see him.
Where is he? Where is he? He's not coming up. It must be on my, it's not on my first screen.
He's very dark.
There he is. I can see him. He was on my second page.
I'm always on your second page, love. I'm always put to the back, don't worry. Hi, everyone. So just a little bit of a quick thing for me that I've got. So obviously I'm still new to obviously this. So it's been some amazing ideas that you guys have shared, which I am absolutely noting down, and I'm going to steal a lot of them. Cracker one, I loved the balls. Yeah, there's so many things on there. So I'm very lucky, and Tan knows this from me. I'm very lucky that I have a very creative gene in my body. So I can kind of come up with like lots of different things. So obviously I've already been thinking, and one thing that I'm going to start promoting in November is advent calendars. So I know obviously usually since obviously past 2 years since they've done advent calendars themselves. Obviously at the moment, obviously we haven't got advent calendars yet. So I'm going to do my own one this year for people. So it depends obviously on what kind of orders if you've got orders. So you can, my plan at the moment is I'm going to sell, ideally sell 10. They're going to be £40 each. And basically each customer will get 40, I think I've worked it out as £43 worth of Scentsy products in each of their kits. Obviously you get chocolates and everything else. From what I've kind of worked out, you can kind of do different options at different prices. It will make it more confusing for yourselves to try and work out different ones. I would think for me, I'm just going to keep it at the one price and just go with that. Basically what it is going to be is, so I've seen them in Hobbycraft, so you can get like a make your own it's relatively big, so it's quite impactful. It's a relatively big make your own calendar. So it's a £5 calendar from Hobbycraft. I found them online earlier. £5 each. There is 24 holes in each of the little doors in each of them, and then the 24th day has got like a double-sized one, so it's perfect size for a fragrance flower or for like hand creams or anything like that, whatever it is. So basically, because obviously it's an advent calendar, you can basically put in exactly what you want. I have, if any of you guys want the £40 working out to have your own party, so it will create its own party for that. If anyone wants the workings out, I have done that already of what I'm planning to do. Obviously, if you've got a party already there, if you've got like obviously a bigger party, obviously you can get more of them in it. You can get, obviously, if you've got a party there with credits and half prices more to use, you can make them cheaper. You can do them for 35 or you can do them for 30. Obviously, it's completely up to you. But just as a standard on their own, 10 £40 calendars obviously will get you an active order. And I've got the workings out that I've planned for to get a mini warmer. So day 25 is a mini warmer, and then you get 24 days of, so it'd be like a wax cube in each of them, and you can do like a full washer whiffs in some days, and then you've got like bath soaks in other days. So there are some samples in there, but whole cube wise, the customers get, I think it's 2.5 full wax bars. You get I think it's a scent circle and a £24 warmer for the 25th or for the first, depending on obviously what way you want your customers to do it. So I'm planning on for them to get them ready to go for December. So yeah, that's kind of my idea from everyone. For everyone,
that you share, Lee, like the workings and whatever else, because I know some people would be a little bit frightened to do stuff sometimes when they don't know the workings. If you share them with me, I'll obviously share them with all the SSDs, and then they can share that within their group.
Of course I can. Yeah, I've done the one. So I mean, obviously, like I say, if you've got more a party in there that's got more credits and all that, and obviously you can absolutely do your own version and get more of it in there, and you can put a whole cube in each one or anything. But I've done the basics working out that, so I'm hoping that I can use one of my parties to be able to build them better. But I've done workings out, so if you sold 10, then you can do a whole active order with that one, and I've got the workings out. So I'll send them over to Tan so you can get them. I've got some photos that I've seen from like different like sort of Facebook groups and stuff that I've seen what people have done. I'm going to do my own version of what I want to do with it, but so I can send some photos over of the ideas and what the calendars are, and then the link to the Hobbycraft, obviously, if you don't have a Hobbycraft near you. I think with Hobbycraft as well, if you spend over £25, you get free delivery, so even better. So I've ordered my 10. So yeah, so that was my idea. Just wanted to sort of say thank you to everyone for all their amazing ideas today, because I have absolutely, whilst driving home from Kent, I've got some, oh, my light's gone out. I've got some great ideas from you guys as well, so no, thank you very much. And that's it from me.
Amazing, thank you. On advent calendars, I know there's some good pictures floating about. I did see an idea the other week where someone said, look, I can't afford to buy the advent calendar, so they did like a parcel advent calendar. So you would take, say for example, a fragrance flower, that is your day 25. They wrap it, put a chocolate in it, wrap it, put a sample in it, wrap it, put a hand cream sample, wrap it, put a whatever, a washer with sample, and then every day they unwrapped a sample. They got a sample of chocolate.
That's a good idea.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And it was just wrapped in wrapping paper. Really simple way to do an advent calendar. Really cost effective. If you like wrapping,
I'm there. Literally, I
love
that.
wrapping. I'm right there.
That is your perfect advent calendar.
That is exactly what I'm doing now.
It was a really good idea. I was like, oh my god, I love that as well.
You know what I have? So I've been looking, obviously, I've been searching, obviously, for the advent calendars. So I found the ones that I want, which are the ones that are pretty big ones. So I think they just look really impactful from Hobbycraft. But there are so many different options. I know Amazon and eBay do like the little, like you can have like it's like on a ribbon, and you can have the little bags, or they do like, you can get like a felt Christmas tree one, which you can put the cubes in each of the little. So there's so many options like, of what you can do. And like you said, Lee, obviously you've got the ones there, you can do the wrapping ones, you can do, I've seen one that's a cardboard Christmas tree, and then there's like little boxes in each side, so it's like a 3D Christmas tree. There's so many options of what you can do with it. So
that's why I've never done my own, because I've never known really what to buy. But I suppose there is so many different options that you could do. Yeah.
I think there's a thing on eBay depending on obviously what sort of stuff you want to put them in, how much you're going to charge for them. So the stuff that I want to put in them, I found some calendars on eBay that I think the they were a lot cheaper. I think they were probably only like sort of maybe like £2 or £3 each, and kind of like the sample pack boxes that we use.
Yeah.
They come flat packed, and you basically just slide the plastic thing in and fill the plastic thing, slide them in them. You should just about get probably a cube in each. But because obviously they are a lot smaller, you can't get a fragrance flower or a scent circle in day 24. Yeah. So there's so many options that I've found online. So if you literally just Google, make your own advent calendar.
Yeah, just make your own, and then loads of different
options. There are
hundreds,
and I mean hundreds of them that come up. So depending, and if you advertise it and you sell like 20 or 30 of them, then obviously there's so many options that you can change with. But yeah, that's just kind of like, that's my idea to go through from you guys.
Just on the compliance as well on advent calendars, guys, if you do them, you can charge what you like for advent calendars as long as they've got one full price product in. Just remember, you can't just have an advent calendar just of samples, because that is basically charging for samples, and it doesn't matter whether it's technically 3 bars. You're not allowed to do that. So it's got to have a minimum of one product in. But like Lee said, having it with more, they're going to pay however much they're going to pay. They're going to get more Scentsy than they're going to pay for, and they're getting all the extras as samples and chocolates. That is going to make them come back every single year, because it's going to be worth their money. I'm going to be honest, I don't think our advent calendar is worth the money. So that is why I would do my own, because
I think that's why they've not come back this year.
I've never had very good feedback. I've got a feeling they are coming. I'm sure they were on the
SFR.
Okay. Weren't they on the SFR photos? As I imagine, I might have imagined.
Oh, them. maybe then. So last year they came out with the
collection,
Christmas collection, yeah. Or maybe they're not doing them because they didn't have very good fit. I just personally didn't like. I felt a little bit guilty giving my customers. I think I gave them an extra bar of wax for free because I felt like they didn't get enough product in them.
Yeah.
So I love when people are doing their own take and like packing them out with product. Brilliant. I will try and get Kirsty to go live in all your groups. I don't think she's on tonight, but her advent calendars are the bee's knees. I mean, I think she sold loads of them. So if you wanted to come live and show that hers, I don't know if she's made any yet though. She might kill me for saying that.
Is it Kirsty that does the like individual boxes? So, like
that's it. So every number.
I think Nick Wilson does them as well, don't she?
Nick does similar, I think, as well.
Nick's done really nice ones.
And they both look, honestly, they look amazing, and they wrap each thing individually. So they'll have like a mini warmer that will have like number 22 on it or whatever. And then unwrap that present. And because I know that they make all their own stickers to come on them. Yeah, it's something I was going to do this year, and I've been like, I've been too nervous to advertise it because I know the organisation
last year, and I didn't do it. I didn't do it last year. So
take my hat off to anyone that does those. Honestly, take my hat off to you. I'm frightened I'd sell too many, and then I'll be like, I can't do it.
I have too much wrapping to do in my own.
Yes, I hate wrapping. Lee's doing all my wrapping this year.
But I'm like Nora. I'm obsessed with wrapping, so if anybody wants a wrapping service, for the paint, come over and I'll do it.
Wait, don't put yourself out. You're doing all my wrapping.
You might regret that with 77 people on here.
Oh, I love it. I love wrapping.
I'm obsessed with mission.
Bows and ribbons. Love it. Done.
Oh, thank you so much, Lee.
Thanks, Lee.
No worries.
Thank you. I think you're just the last one left on, and then
I'm gonna obviously I won't talk too long because we have been on for nearly 2 hours. I know we could go on all night. I just wanted to quickly say that I know obviously some of these things that people are advertising look absolutely amazing, and I know not everybody can afford to buy the the nicer or the more expensive products. I was in the pound shop today, and because sometimes I've paid a lot of money before for things like tissue paper and things like that. You don't have to spend loads of money on things. I know obviously people spoke about the pound shop earlier, but I got these. This is tissue paper. These are, I think there's 12 sheets of tissue paper in there for £1. You could do those for like if you're putting them in Christmas bags and whatever else. They had so much in there, and on the one on Canvey, it's only a small shop, so I can only imagine in like the bigger ones, say Basildon and things like that. They must have so much stuff in there because the Canvey one had quite a lot, and it's not very big. They had like 10 sheets of wrapping paper. Again, for £1. If you're going to do things like the advent calendars in boxes, or you're going to do Christmas boxes and you want to wrap stuff, there's 10 full sheets of wrapping paper in there. That would do a lot of wrapping. Someone just put 20 sheets for 80p in the factory shop. Places like factory shop, I don't know how many are in there. There is only 10, but they are quite big. So again, I've got some more tissue paper. I have to stick in there. £1 for 2.
Oh, no, that's why it sounded gone funny.
It was £1 for 2. So I just wanted to quickly say you don't have to spend loads of money on stuff if people are thinking, you know, oh God, how am I going to afford to do all these, you know, nice bits? The pound shop is, and all these other little shops as well, B&M, all them shops are, what's that?
Home Bargains is really good. Tissue paper and bags.
The card,
if you have one of them Christmas shops, everything in there is like £1. Like
yeah,
everything
Christmas
in there
shops.
is £1. If you can find like a bargain Christmas shop, I love a bargain.
Yeah, they've got one in Lakeside as well, Christmas shop. They've got a new one in Basildon. Most town centres, I'm sure there'll be one Southend, and obviously wherever you guys live, I'm sure there will be one near where you are. So just wanted to quickly say that. So I'm just going to talk about what, so I'm really, I know a few people have said it, but I'm really am not creative. I think of things in my head, but then I don't do them, and then I wish I had done them. But then it muffles my brain when I try and do too much. And Lisa said something earlier about, you know, have all these different ideas. Don't try and advertise them all. Don't try and do them all, because you will end up with so much in your brain and you probably won't end up doing any of them. So just pick a couple of ideas of what you want, or even just one idea, and run with it. So I normally do Christmas hampers. I don't do anything spectacular. I've done the little bags with waxes in before, with 2 waxes, the little bags Lisa showed earlier. I think it was Lisa, it might have been Laura. And I do Christmas hampers. So I do like mystery bags, or I do treasure boxes like throughout the year. But when it comes to Christmas, I don't call them boxes. I don't call them anything like that. I call them hampers. Now, I shot myself in the foot last year because I left it too late, and I actually couldn't buy any hampers. So they came in a basket, but it wasn't the basket I was visualizing. But I'm going to try and be more organized this year, and I'm going to try and order some actual hampers. So I don't have any hampers to show you or anything like that, but a little bit like how the boxes, the girls have spoke about boxes, but mine tend to come in a basket. Put them in a basket. I put you know, like paper at the bottom. So just from my Scentsy orders, I try and save paper from them to put in the bottom. And I think last year I done glitter warm markers. I think they'd just come back in stock at Christmas, maybe the first week of December. I put them in there, and I think they had wax bars and everything else. I can't quite remember all the workings out, but it's a nice idea. Something, if you do things throughout the year like boxes or bags, it's something a little bit different to call it a hamper. I remember last year people being like, oh, a hamper, as if to say that's a little bit different. What is that? So that's another thing that you guys could do, is with hampers. Another reason why I don't do way too much in December is because I really try and concentrate on my parties. So I love doing my parties. I've got back into full party swing. I've had 4 parties so far, last month and this month, and I'm actually having a conversation with someone right now about booking a party. She's been messaging me about booking a party. I strive to push for my parties through, even in December. So someone mentioned earlier that our cut-off is normally around the 13th or 14th of December. So although obviously you have of course got the rest of the month to still work your business, everybody's lives are manic in December, we know that, and you really have to work your business in those first 13 days of the month, because the rest of the month you are going to be busy with your own stuff, and you can't guarantee anything will be here in time after the 13th of December. So the first 13 days of December, you need to work that like it's your whole month in those 13 days. Obviously, we can still sell after then. And obviously, I always find the week in between Christmas and New Year, that's quite a popular week as well. But I really try and work my business the first 13 days in December. And if that means me getting parties booked in that first week, that's where I try and book them back to back to back, because people will still want to have parties. People, if you let them know that the cut-off date is the 13th of December, let's have a party, everyone can get their Christmas presents, because people are really, if you're like me and lastminute.com, people are really thinking about Christmas the first week of December, thinking, oh crap, I actually haven't got that long left. So I really try and get parties booked for the first week of December, leading all the way up to the whatever that weekend date is. Say it's the 13th, I'll try and make sure I have a party on that date, get my order in, maybe not that date, the day before, because I've put pressure on myself like that before, and then try and get as many parties as you book. So all these ideas are fantastic, but if you still are a party person and like to have a party, or even if you haven't had a party, try and get some parties booked for the beginning of December, because the PRV boost that will give you is amazing in December. And we're still in an incentive period, and then incentive points count.
I love it. We've got one last person to go. I know Laura was waiting to come on because her little girl wasn't doing very well. So Laura, if you can give us a wave. Laura Dankanowska, she's waving. I always say your surname wrong, and I'm really sorry.
There you go, Laura.
That's all right.
Say it
You
wrong.
can call me by my English last name, which is York. It's easy enough.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to call you from now on.
Oh, I'm not Polish. My husband was Polish. So Lisa asked me to come on to talk to you about my advent calendars and some bits and pieces that I do make myself. So I've got a Cricut machine that I know a lot of people don't have, but I make my own advent calendars. So this is the front face of them, and then there'll be like boxes on the back, and then the back will stick on. And I put in, I think I charge like £35 for these. It has full wax cubes in, soap samples, washer with samples, and then some chocolates in the other doors. But I want to get these done by like the like mid-November, so I'm working my way through about 10 of these now, because I'm due to have another baby in the middle of January. So I want to kind of get all this stuff done before I'm too fat to move. I also do my Christmas baubles. I've got loads of these left over from last year because I just went crazy and bought everything like everybody else did. And they each have their own name personalised on the front of them. So if they are going on the tree for somebody, then their name's on the front, and then it will have like love from, Merry Christmas, love from whoever on the back. So that's all done with a Cricut as well. You need one.
Whenever I hear people talk about them, I'm like, I really want one, and then I'm like, no, you're never going to use it. Don't buy it because you're not.
I use it more at Christmas than I do any other time.
Do you?
Yeah.
I thought it was called a crew cut.
So did I. So did I.
What is a cry cut?
That's what Kirsty calls it, a cry cut. It's a Cricut machine.
Is it a Cricut?
I've got one as well.
Yeah, you've got one.
Use it then.
I don't use it. I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to come and use yours.
I come and use mine. Mine's boxed up. Then I make my own Christmas crackers. So that's done on Cricut as well. But obviously you can make your own. You can buy them. And it is just a sheet of card. It's cut out, and then you just twist it and tie it at the ends with ribbon. But you can, on a Cricut machine, you can stretch it so that it's bigger, so that then you can put in a hand cream, mist, you know, as big as you want them. You could even put wax bars in there, depending on how big you've got them to be made. I did write a list of stuff because she picked my brain.
Sent me loads of pictures, and I sent them to the girls, and they were like, oh my god, she's done loads. I was like, I know.
I did, but I wasn't 8 months pregnant then either. I won't be doing quite so much this year. Last year I did, I called it a wish list crate. So basically people sent me a budget to work with, and then they sent me their wish list, and I just picked bits off their wish list. I did add in extra bits as well. So I added a Christmas cracker in, and they were stuffed full of samples, and then there was another one that was like stuffed with something else, and then I put in a full tub of miniature heroes, or you know, just one of those tubs of sweets that you can get in Morrison's for £2 for £7. But they each came in one of these.
Love those.
So they're all put, my stepdad put them all together for me, because otherwise I was sitting there for ages with a screwdriver. So he put them all together for me, and I hand painted them all, and then I cut out the vinyl, I stuck the vinyl on. So this is my kids' Christmas Eve box. So it's got Oliver and Elliot's name on that side, and then it's got Matilda and Hannah's name.
You're
on
so
that
creative,
side.
Laura.
Oh my god.
I don't think so. It's just the machine does it for you. You just stick it on.
I love it though. It looks amazing. Even the fact that you painted the box, I'm like, yeah, I want to build the box right.
plain box is awful. But also, if it is just a plain box, the vinyl doesn't stick to it properly. So then you end up having to varnish it anyway, because otherwise the vinyl just peels off. So that was the wish list crate. And then I did all of my other like Christmas boxes. They all came in the smaller crates. They were all painted in grey, and they all had gold writing on them. And then I did Christmas Eve boxes. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. Oh, I did advent calendars for the kids. So let me see if I can find it. So instead of doing like an advent calendar like these ones for the kids, I just wrapped up a load of little presents. Don't know if you can see that properly.
We'll share all the pictures as well. Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, I just wrapped up a load of little presents. I made these as well. These little jars are from, they're just from IKEA, and they've got like a cookie mix in them. So it's just layered up cookie mix. It's got dark and white chocolate in the top, sugar, flour, you know, and then it had a recipe card attached to the back of it.
Did you make them or did you buy them like that?
No, I made those. Okay. They took like 2 minutes each. Once you've got a recipe and you've weighed it all out, it's literally just a case of dumping it in.
Seriously, really you are like my hero.
Yeah, literally.
I want to be you when I grow up.
You can come round with Lee.
I'm going to end up getting loads of orders from these now, aren't I? Christmas cookie mixes. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I did. The Christmas Eve boxes, they had, I did them at two prices. So I did a £25 one, which was a single one, and then I did, which was in a smaller crate. And then I did a £50 one, which was in the big crate. Obviously, that's at my expense. You don't have to pay for them because the big crates are £9 each. But that's part of my packaging, so that was just for me. And I put in like the big one was like for a family one. So I had one of the girls that joined under another consultant. She bought one from me last year, and it basically had the Perkins family written here and then Christmas Eve box at the bottom, and it had bits in there for her kids. I left space in there as well so that she could like put socks and pajamas, you know, that kind of stuff that we put in our kids' Christmas Eve boxes. And then I put in a tub of sweets, 2 bags of Scentsy soak, some wax, hand cream, and then for the kids I put Bitty Buddies in there as well. So yeah, they were all really quite happy with them actually, but they took forever. I had like stacks and stacks of crates all over my house. There was loads of them. Don't suggest it, but it is worthwhile, and the good thing is that they can use it again the following year as well.
Yeah, they've got that. Yeah, they're keeping it forever, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, because they're so sturdy, they just stay forever. Whereas if you have a cardboard box, I tend to find that it kind of gets shoved in the back of a cupboard, and then by the time you pull it out again, it's like pretty much in tatters because it's been moved here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, they went down really well. So yeah, that's me done.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I can't believe it. It's 10 o'clock. We have been on here for 2 hours. I think we all would like to just say thank you to everyone that spoke tonight, because we know it's coming out of your comfort zones to come on and talk to, 70 people, 50 people, whatever. And obviously the amount of people that are going to replay this, it is daunting. It really is daunting. Like technically it's going out to over 3,000 people when we all share, or 4,000 people when we all share all of this post. That is how many people could see it. So thank you everyone that has shared tonight. I've loved hearing everyone's ideas. I love it when we see people that are more creative than like we get. I'm like in awe of that.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I think
Thank you so much.
I think for all of you guys, you can see that you don't have to do all of these ideas. Pick something that works for you. I've got a Word document I've put together with basically the very basics, the bare bones to go with each of the ideas that were shared tonight. So I will share that with all the girls, and you can share that in your groups, girls. And I just text the girls to say what we'll do is each set up. I think what I'm planning to do is get pictures to go with each idea, and I will do a separate post and then create a guide so that all of the Christmas ideas are in one guide, and the live will be in there as well. So everything is in one place, and it will be easy for you to literally scroll through, look at the actual pictures that go with each of the things. So if anyone's been live tonight and you've shared, send over your SSD, some pictures of whatever you did to go with it, and we'll add that into the guide as well. And it may well be that some of you, while Laura was talking then, I remember I bought Christmas stockings last year and I stuffed them with wax and I sold them as my mystery bags, for example. So there's so many ideas that will probably come out that you'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot I did that.
Yeah, I definitely. I did kids' Christmas Eve boxes, and I've just remembered listening to Laura then.
Yeah, it just triggers, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll share all those ideas, but hopefully this has been useful for you. Hopefully this is getting like your taste buds tingling and you've got like loads of ideas going forward into the Christmas season between now and the 14th of December, or whenever the cut-off is. I don't think they've said a date yet, but it normally is around that second week of December. You should have so many ideas to literally be running with and to boost your PRV. There shouldn't be anyone that says, I can't get any PRV unless you literally are just posting these on your social media and not talking to people about them. So hopefully there's loads of ideas for you. You know, start working out what you're going to do, how you're going to advertise it, how you're going to market it, where you're going to be sending those ideas to. Inbox some of the people that have spoke tonight. If there's been an idea and you want to inbox that person, add them as a friend. I'm sure they won't mind you inboxing them with some questions. They will absolutely love to answer your questions, I'm pretty sure, and help you out. So it's been amazing. Thank you so much for everyone for sticking around. Thanks for having us all.
Right, hold on. So do I need to stop the recording?
You stop recording now.
Right, let's